at the very outset, a very beautiful morning to all the beautiful children out there. Do you think beauty is important?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes.
Why? Why is it important?
Ma'am, self-confidence.
Self-confidence increases? Yes. As a doctor, do you think one should be beautiful?
Impact on patient, ma'am.
Impact on patient, yes. You would like to add anything?
Why not? Everyone wants to be beautiful and handsome. But why is?
Basically, you can create an aura around the patient. Just this morning, when I was walking around in the forensic department section, and our jury, one of the boys from Gujarat, do you mind if I ask you what's your age, ma'am? And I said, women should not be asked their age. Anyways, I'll tell you, I've crossed my 50. I said, ma'am, your hairs are grey, but your skin doesn't speak so. I said, I'm a dermatologist, I know how to manage my skin. And this is the true thing that happens almost every day to me, wherever I go. They look at my hair, she says, she must be old. But when they look at my face, she must be young. And when they listen to me, they say she's just a college girl. So that should be your attitude. It's the attitude that decides your altitude. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Always dress up gracefully. I see my interns with their torn aprons, with dirty shirts, not shaven properly. You know, keeping a beard is the right thing now. But look gracious, man. Whenever any young patient looks at you, she should fall for you. Isn't it? I mean, look smart. I'm not saying look beautiful, look smart, look presentable. Our profession demands that we should be healthy, we should look great, we should carry ourselves beautifully, we should have a right kind of posture. That's how we will speak confidently as well. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Are you going to be well dressed next time to skin OPDs?
Yes, ma'am.
If anyone is not dressed, you'll be kicked out. Then you'll have to kick out. Because we speak on beauty and confidence. Well, next slide. Well, as I crossed my 50, there are two things I decided. One is to be true to myself. I normally wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I sleep by 10. If you have seen me yesterday, I was dozing during the Rahane sir's lecture. So 9:30, 10, I just doze off. 4:30, I wake up in the morning. So one day at 4:30 in the morning when I woke up, I realized that I'm not going to color my hair. I'm going to be true to myself. I'm going to be true to the universe. And when you are an open book, you know, then you speak volumes about what a personality you are. And also, I decided to give something back. All these days, I wanted what is in for me. Everywhere you go, you go to a seminar, you go to a conference, what is in for me? Or you are doing a deal with one of your colleagues, or with your even, your boyfriend or a girlfriend. What is in for me? Gadam sir says, my wife gets angry if I don't take her out on Sundays. So everyone is, what is in for me? मला काय मिळणार आहे ह्याच्यातून? आपला नेहमीच प्रश्न असतो की मला काय देणार आहे? Any relationship, but there will come a point where what can I give? When you are so full in life, you've received everything in life. You have name, you have fame, you have, even defamation, everything you have got. So now you decide what is that I can give. So I decided to pay a second inning of my life in giving. And that's how this Mission Beauty Sundarmi Honarats came up into picture. And I decided in next 3 years I would like to make 1 lakh women beautiful. And I kept saying that again and again. That is called as affirmation. But I didn't know how am I going to do this 1 lakh women beautiful sitting in government hospital OPD or my private OPD. But see how things start falling into your place. I got a talk show in Akashvani Radio. Every Monday 8:15 to 8:30 I give a talk show. Lots of people are listening to it. So once you create one affirmation that this is what I want to give, then कायनात की हर जर्रे जर्रे की यही होती है कि वो तुम्हारा सपना साकार करता है. That's शाहरुख खान what he says, isn't it? Next slide. I will tell you how I have transformed my life. Look at my first picture, look at my second picture, look at my third picture, look at this lady who's standing in front of you. Whom do you like? Or whom would you give a rose to?
Secret opens.
Yes, how many roses do I get today?
100.
How many roses do I get? Wow, isn't that? I'm flattered. Great. This is what I did to myself. I polished myself. As Sir spoke, the master said, these are the skills you have to work on yourself. This is called as a soft skill, which you have to work on yourself. So as you see, in 2009, I was going through my divorce, I was going through my court cases, I was going through tremendous allegations. I had left my government job, I had no job, I had no practice, I was a single mother. So my whole mental status frame of mind was a big zero. And then I was done mesotherapy. As you can see on my cheek, there are small injections which were injected with one of the most reputed dermatologists who treats Sridevi, Madhuri Dixit, Jaya Bachchan. But I was not in a position to take that cosmetological procedure because my mental frame of mind was a big zero. So even if you're doing anything from external, if your internal is broken, none of the procedures will work, and these are the people who will blame always the doctors, saying that they have not done a good job for me because inside I'm broken. So I'm always an unhappy cosmetic clientele. I'm never happy because I'm not happy inside. I will never give the best results, and then I keep on doing doctor shopping. One doctor to other doctor, and every time I go to the second doctor, I blame the first doctor. So invariably some patient comes to me and blames my colleague. I say, you are going to blame me as well. So just never be happy when they are blaming your colleague because you are going to be the same book tomorrow. Rather convince them to work on them. The second picture is 2014 when I started working on a thought called as Vichar Badla Nasheeb Badle. This is Sri Swami Samartha's sentence if you have seen. And then I kept working on this particular sentence. How can I change my life? How can I change my thoughts and how can I change my life? And accidentally I landed up in a trainer's workshop for a week. That is a Louis Hay workshop to Bangalore. I paid 1.5 lakh rupee to learn how to love myself. I spent 1.5 lakh rupee to learn to love myself, but it was worth it because from there my journey began in a very different way. It began from inside. Yes. How many of y'all ever say, I love myself when you look into the mirror? Good. That's great. That's great. Normally we are only taught to, I love my wife, I love my children, I love my friends, I love my girlfriend. Arey yaar, khud se to pehle pe aap karo. So, make a habit, whenever you look in the mirror, just say, I love myself. Simply. The child in you will be more than happy. And then 2018, I became more elegant. And now, 2023, I'm more polished. And I would say I'm more sexy. Then I began with a journey of beauty. I did so many procedures of cosmetology, chemical peel, microdermabrasion, but I realized it is not just the skin care which makes a person look beautiful. So I came up with 5 pillars of beauty. So what are the 5 pillars of beauty? First is skin care, second is health care, third is heart care, fourth is mind care, and fifth is soul care. I conduct online classes to international students as well. So 5 weeks I conduct classes and I get money paid for it. So don't only depend on your practice to earn money. I'm a YouTuber, I earn money. I'm an online teacher, I earn money. I'm a cosmetic dermatologist, I earn money. I'm a professor, I earn money. So I have 4 sources. And the 5th will be investing. Not in IPL, but somewhere definitely. So when you have a running source of money, then you can follow your passion. Because money is growing. Then you start living in passionate way. Otherwise, you're only running, okay, I have to survive, I have to pay my EMIs, I have to do this, I have to do that, isn't it? So create a source of additional income in life, so you lead a very beautiful life from different way. So last is the soul care. We all here are souls with a wonderful, unique human body. We could be born as a donkey, we could be born as a lizard, we could be born as an octopus, we could be born as a fish, we could be born as a cat, we could be born as a dog, isn't it? But so beautiful it is that Vyaishi Laksha Yoni we have crossed, and now we are in a human form, and more top of it I say in a beautiful woman form. Because women is the epitome of beauty, that's what I believe. So I'm very proudly saying that I love my life the way it is. I'm a masterpiece. So if you go to Amazon, I have a small book, ebook, My Life a Masterpiece. You can always buy it. That is also a source of income for me. Next slide. Well, my experience of these unique people to follow. First is Rekha Seth. She is the lady who began with this Cosmetic Dermatology Society India years ago. When I joined my MD Skin, everybody in my house was angry because I had got MD Gynec. And I said, I cannot forego my sleep. I just love my sleep. I love to sleep 7 to 8 hours a day. So I knew what kind of a personality I am. I cannot forego sleep for the sake of my profession. So then I fought and I waited for 6 months and I took my MD Skin. My parents did not talk to me for 4 days saying that she's taking the wrong possible decision, because those days dermatology was only leprosy and HIV, nothing more. But I had a vision, because then ABCL had come. Miss World was being conducted in Bengaluru, though ABCL went flop. I had a vision that beauty tomorrow is going to have a science coming up with it, and that my vision came true, and I showed my parents what I believed in. So listen to your inner talk. You say, no, that gut talk. The gut always gives you some sign. Listen to your gut, don't listen to the world. Listen to your gut and just follow your instinct, because ये मेरी life है, मैं जीऊंगी. Make that point of living. Second is Deepika Padukone. See, she's a badminton player, she's a model, she's a heroine. But in spite of that, she had depression. So her heart care and mind care was a big zero. Yes? The third one is Louis A. As I said, she taught me how to love myself. If you go on net, you can see Love Yourself, Heal Your Life is a wonderful book. You can just go through that book and it will tell you so many diseases that are happening in your body, which is due to the thought process. Like I used to have nasal drip, internal nasal drip, every time, and I used to take cetirizine for years together. And when I went through my divorce, went through all my cases, and when I really come back to normal, my post-nasal drip suddenly stopped my death. So it was my inner cry that was happening in my mind. That was my thought process. So like that, every disease has a particular thought process. Many of you children have acne, isn't it? Bouts of acne. So it is nothing but a bout of hidden anger which comes up and goes, because you are not able to express your anger. And anger is just an emotion. Depression is just an emotion. Just know how to handle it. How to handle anger? Hit somebody? No. Hit the pillow? Yes. Yes. So this is how she taught me. And last, from 2007, I just began one thing, is meditation, meditation, meditation. So constantly there is something happening in my mind, and I am uttering Shri Swami Samartha, Shri Swami Samartha, and this is going on in my brain from 2007 to 2023. So can you imagine the cellular changes happening, because it's a uniform wavelength which is happening in my body, and that is creating a change in my body. They say, no, if you say, Om, fraction of second, we feel beautiful, isn't it? Within, inside, because our soul is very content at this particular wavelength. So there are certain wavelengths which can create a beautiful vibration, and the vibration that happens through your RBCs, your WBCs, your brain, your heart, your kidneys, everything is vibrating. The whole process, what Einstein says is everything is energy, everything is vibration. So if you have the right kind of vibration, you create an aura around you, and that's how your body is healthy. When your body is healthy, you speak healthy, you think healthy, everything that you emanate is something very beautiful because it's coming inside out, not pressurized from the outside world of intellect. It is something beautiful inside, which is coming from the soul. Next slide. Well, how do you classify aging? Intrinsic, extrinsic. Intrinsic is one which is happening day in and day out. See, obviously after 50, I never put any candle because I don't want anybody to know my age. So, intrinsic aging is our birthdays. Extrinsic aging happens to all of y'all because y'all stay in Sholapur right now, so you are facing sunlight. You are all going through NEET, you are going through first MBBS, second MBBS, all kinds of stressful examination questions. Tomorrow what Maske sir is going to ask me in Viva. So there is a stress, isn't it? Today Maske sir is dancing with you, singing with you. You are not in stress. No sooner he sits in the examiner chamber, and you are sitting as a student answering him, the stress level shoots up. Same person. Situation is different. Yes? So stress levels keep on embarking high in our lives, and that also is going to cause aging. Smoke, not direct smoke, indirect smoke through our pollution also is going to work on our aging process. Next slide. Well, what are the basic things I would like to teach my children which you can do it on your own? One is keep using a sunscreen regularly. Now definitely depending on the type of your skin, you can choose a sunscreen gel, lotion, cream. But the simplest and the safest one physical sunscreen is calamine lotion, which is available anywhere and everywhere. 9, 12, 3. 3 times you're going to use a sunscreen. Second, for your face, if your face is oily, go for salicylic acid face wash. If your face is normal, go for face cleanser. That is soap-free cleansers. You can just visit our OPD. Dr. Gaddam sir is there, Dr. Nitin sir is there, Dr. Prasad is there. They will definitely guide you to tell you which kind of face wash you should use. Next, you need to use some kind of night cream. You're going through so much amount of sunlight, isn't it? So use some curcumin-based product, tea tree-based product, which is not having any kind of steroid, which is just going to reduce the tanning process. Or you can use vitamin A-based products, vitamin C serum. But please choose a product which is medicated and not OTC product. Not the one which your advertisement is telling, or which a blogger is telling, or which a media guru is telling. But you should at least follow the right media person. If you want to follow a dermatologist who is going to give you the right skincare products rather than somebody who does not know anything about it. Yes?
Yes.
Whom all do you follow for your beauty treatments? Whom all do you follow? Can I know some names? You all definitely must be following somebody. Yes, but they are not medical. 100% I'm sure. So please go to my Instagram channel or go to my YouTube. This is how I'm marketing also. Learn, these are the tricks. This is how you're going to do yourself. Yes, this is what I'm telling Dr. Gaddam sir also to do marketing. So go to my channel, subscribe to my channel. I already have 4,000 subscribers, which is a slow journey. And this was taught to me by one of my final MBBS student by name Vishal Jha, who's in Mumbai right now. So I learned YouTube from my students. That's why I love students, because every day I learn something from them. So I would prefer to stay with youngsters than the old people. So keep taking care of your eyes, use an under eye cream, use a night serum, and don't forget your nails. They are also most beautiful. Apply some good moisturizer, get a nail spa done, really pamper yourself sometimes. And yes, use the right shampoo for your hair, use a conditioner. Use a separate shampoo and a separate conditioner. Don't use something combined, because neither it's going to clean nor it's going to condition. Yes? So check your type of scalp, whether it's oily, normal, dry, and then accordingly choose your shampoo and conditioner. Nowadays there are wonderful beard hairdos as well. Beard oils have come up, sir. They work magnificently, because not only that, we also do a beard lining laser treatment. So you can have a clear cut line. You can do a laser reduction and your cheek will shine, and your beard will also give a very contrast good view. There's one model who's about 60 doing fabulously, and I also intend someday to do modeling. Next slide. So these are the aging signs. You all are too young. Let's not talk about it. Next slide. Yes, next slide. I've already spoken all these things. You can just come to our clinic or come to civil hospital OPD and you can learn all these things for yourself. Next slide. Yes. Next. 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 Okay. What is that? You received a lot as a child, but now you don't receive it. What is that? As a child, the parents, your sisters, your siblings, your aunts, everybody gave you. What was that? Pampering, yes. What else? Gifts, yes. And as a baby, you're a baby. What did everybody do? You were lost in your own world, you were dancing, you were shitting, still you were enjoying, and people still come and hugged you, kissed you, isn't it? Do you really receive kisses now? Very few. Next slide. Well, don't forget to take care of your lips. Because as a doctor, it is our face, our eyes which is communicating. So, a dry lip person, a chapped doctor, everybody is going to concentrate. The patient invariably looks at, we have a habit of looking at a negative thing more than the positive thing. Suppose there's a white paper and a one single dot. If you ask them to see what can you see? It will say, "Arey, black dot dikh raha hai," isn't it? So if you have a dry lip, everybody is going to concentrate on that. So as a doctor, you should make a habit to use some nice lip balm. And also your teeth should look nice and white. Your smile should be gracious. People should be mesmerized no sooner they come into my chamber. I always say that. I may not have many gadgets, but this is one gadget which I carry, that people are floored. And then you start communicating, people will listen to you. Yes? So have that kind of personality. So please take care of your lips and please smile a bit often. Please smile a bit often. There's a joke which I will tell you. There's a lady of 60 plus who's walking outside VM Government Medical College in the afternoon. And she meets me and she says, "Doctor, I heard some voice from the sky and they said, you're going to live up to 100. Second time again she looked up to the sky and the voice came up, you're going to live up to 100. So she decided, I'm going to live another 40 years. Why not get a makeover done from Dr. Shakuta madam? She came to me. She got a skin tightening done. She got a PRP done. She got a hair treatment done. She got all the possible treatment and she came out. As soon as she came out, she was hit with a truck and she died. And she was confronted to Lord and she said, God, you told me I'm going to live for 40 years. That's why I underwent all possible cosmetological treatment. And what have you done to me? God said, I didn't recognize you. So this is a job of a cosmetic dermatologist. And skin is the largest organ which you can present yourself to this whole universe. And if you see all the marketing books, he says, you should know how to sell yourself. If you can sell yourself, you are the greatest person who can attract many people in your life. Whether it is customers, whether it is your love life, whether it is your children loving you, everything. So know how to sell yourself. That's how it's taught by Brian Tracy. He's a marketing guru. Next slide. So chapped lips, please take care. Next slide. Dark circles. I'm sure all my medical students are having dark circles because they have sleepless nights, isn't it? How many of you all? All of you all, almost 70%. Yes. So what do we do? Definitely you can't sleep over. That is not possible. So what you need to do is give a good moisturizer, give a good massage. You can take a cucumber and keep on your eyes for a few minutes. You can eat iron-rich products. You can eat some dates. You can eat folic acid, and you can also just close your eyes for a few seconds in between when you're studying. So these are the things which could be taken care when it comes to eye care. Yes. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Feet. How many of us take care of our feet? It's very, very important because there will be a time where you'll have lots of money, you want to go to Europe, you want to go to Italy, you want to go to see so many places, but if you have not taken care of your feet, you will not be able to walk. So invest in good shoes. I don't wear fancy slippers nowadays. I would rather home my feet in the cozy home of the best possible footwear. So nowadays, whenever I am searching for Amazon, I see which is the trendiest shoes which sports person are using. So let me use that. So set a trend, I have set a trend rather, of white hair, of wearing shoes on my sari. Doesn't bother me. This is how I am. I'm quirky, I'm quanky, I'm different. So please take care of your feet. Use Whitfield's ointment, which is hardly costing you 10 rupees. You can just apply and cover all your cracked feet, or else at least wear your socks every day. Yes, next. Nails, as I said. This is a diamond nail art. Do you know how much does this cost? This nail art piece, it costed 1.5 lakh rupee. If a hairdresser or a nail art person can earn 1.5 lakh rupee, how much should I be earning? Isn't it? But that doesn't happen so. That doesn't happen so in India, probably in different countries, or maybe you'll have to market ourselves in a very different way. So you'll have to market yourself as an aesthetic practitioner, where only people come and splurge on you. So I have 20% of such client who just wants to come and spend money on me. And 80% are the one who wants best treatment but at the cheapest possible rate. So definitely we'll have to work on it. Next slide. Shampoo. As I told you, first know your scalp. Is it oily? It's normal? It's dry. So whenever you buy a shampoo over the counter also, check the product. Meant for oily hair, meant for normal hair, meant for dry hair. Or consult a dermatologist and take the right shampoo. Almost all the girls here must have undergone one session of straightening, one session of perming, or one session of keratin treatment. Yes, many do that. So when you do all this kind of treatments, you need double your hair care because your hair is damaged there itself. Because when you straighten it, you're going to break the cuticle, and that's how it looks good, but you'll have to take care of it. Beautiful wife always needs more money. Next slide. Conditioner is a must. Normally what we do, we apply conditioner and in 2 minutes we just wash off and we come out. But make a habit, after shampooing, apply the conditioner, come outside, keep it for around half an hour and then go and wash your hair. Don't wash your hair with very hot water or very cold water. Use normal room temperature. Yes? Next slide. Coloring. You all are too young, so let's skip this slide. Next slide. So the second pillar is healthcare. Healthcare, as I told you, waking up early. Probably, I don't know, your generation, you all are night birds, you all are owls I call. My daughter I call, she's owl. Yes? Are you all owls here? How many owls? All night birds. Okay, fine. I don't know, the system is going to change probably. The circadian rhythm has to change. Now the steroid, normally, is highest in the morning. So probably it would become in the afternoon with your kind of a rhythm, circadian rhythm which you are following. Our rhythm, it is always in the morning. So for me, waking up early morning at 4:30 is my wake up call. I get up, as soon as I get up, all I do is just close my eyes and I meditate. Few seconds, sometimes few minutes, sometimes half an hour, I don't know. Time is not fixed. And then I get ready and go for a walk. So it is dark when I go for my walk. Nobody is there on the road. Only when I am returning back, I see people wishing me. Otherwise, I am alone with the sky, with the air, with the trees, with the birds and with my music. And I love music. Panchi nariya pavan ke jhoke koi sarhad na inhe roke. Believe me, my children of VMGMC, there is no limit to you all. Sky is the limit to you all. Because the way you're conducting this whole event, hats off to you. My salute to all the Arogya Nagari team. I really salute you. It's a Herculean task because I have conducted conferences and it is really a job. And my great salute goes to Tapadia as well. So if you want to know the value of waking up early, there's a book by Robin Sharma, 5 a.m. Club. How many of you have read? I don't know. If you want short summaries, I often read books and I make a summary of 7 minutes. So if you would like to listen, you can contact me. I have so many summaries done all through this COVID series. I only did that. I used to read book, make a summary. Make a book, read a book and make a summary. So this is what I have done. And I have read so many books and I have watched all possible romantic case series as well. So wake up early morning because people who are performing the best, the musicians, the dancers, the writers, they always wake up early morning. And during that time, the vibration of the universe and you is in a right wavelength. So suppose if there is an idea that is put into your mind, that is something great than what you are as a person. Because it is going to life-changing idea. So invariably wake up in the morning sometimes and have a look and meditate. You may come up with your purpose of life. Listen to Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek. He will tell you what is the purpose of our life. Next slide. Breathing. How many of us, we are breathing 21,600 times in a day. How many times are we consciously doing it? So there's a book wherein they say, James Nestor, he plugged his nose and he started breathing through his mouth. After a couple of hours, his blood pressure shooted. He got angry, he got irritated. So, breathing is so very important to keep the rhythm of your body. And the more you breathe slowly. So, this is one condition where you do less is more. You should breathe less, it should be deep, it should be long. So make it a conscious habit. Whenever you are just sitting idly, sit and just take a long deep breath, hold on and then release it. So just do this. This doesn't need anything, but it is going to improve your oxygen level and that's how the quality of your life is going to improve. Are you going to do that? I don't see the voice coming so slow. Did you have a breakfast?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Next slide. Water. From last 13 years, every time I drink water, I say thank you water. How many times I must be drinking water in a day and how many thank you must have gone into the universe. The more thank you say, the more things will come to you to say thank you for. So always express gratitude. Suppose one of the boys here has given a rose to a girl. And instead of saying thank you, she just takes it and she throws it and she crushes it. Will that boy ever come to her and ever give anything or a bunch of roses more? No. So the universe has given you so much. It's given you breath, it's given you life, it's given you food, it's given you sleep, it's given you education, it's given you so many things. Like I say thank you to my brain, thank you to my hair, thank you to my skin, thank you to my lips, thank you to my teeth, thank you to my heart, thank you to my lungs, thank you to my kidneys, thank you to my ureter, thank you to my endocrine, thank you to my RBCs, thank you to my WBC, thank you to my blood, thank you to this universe, thank you to Dr. BM, DMC, thank you Dr. Gaddam, thank you Dr. Nitin, thank you all my students, thank you to the speaker, thank you to the people who are working backstage, thank you to everyone. In one fraction of a second, the whole scenario of my body changes when I start expressing gratitude. Thank you Dr. Deshmukh sir for giving me an opportunity to stand here. So just make a habit to express gratitude. The more thank you say, from today you're going to make a habit. Every time you drink water you're going to say thank you. You're going to charge this water. What happens? Jax is a scientist who has worked on water. He has done water therapy. He has taken 2 bowls, he's put rice in both the bowls and water. In one bowl he's kept in the left side room and he goes and says, I love you, I love you, I love you, thank you, you're beautiful, you're nice. He keeps on saying beautiful things. And the other room he goes and he says, shit, you're dirty, you're black, you're ugly, he uses all possible abusive language. And after a week he sees that the abusive language has rot him already. And the one where he has done this love therapy, that takes another 1 more week to rot. So the life is sustained longer. No wonder our parents used to always tell us, I love you, I love you, I love you. That's why you feel nice. If you even if you plant a tulsi plant has been given to you, all of us, you just say I love you, I love you, and the plant grows more beautifully. So I told you, everything in this world is vibration, as Einstein says. So what kind of vibration you are giving, the vibration is going to create the beauty of life. Yes? So charge your water. What are you going to say when you drink water today? Yes. So I can see my children flourishing tomorrow, because from today they begin the practice of saying thank you to the water. The water is charged, and our body is 70% water. Imagine that charged water is going in our body. How beautiful it's going to work. It's going to feed our RBCs, our WBCs, our blood, our plasma, our brain, our heart. Everything is charged. Every atom will be moving in a very different level. Yes? Can you imagine that at the molecular and ultra-molecular level? That's why you see my skin is more shining. So ये जो राज है, of beauty is this. It's a charged water. Film stars, drink red water and all those things. This is the best way to do it. Next slide. Exercise. How many of y'all practice at least one habit of exercise? I really want a sincere answer. Yes? That's lovely. Can you give me a small little promise today? Small little promise. You're going to take a walk for 10 minutes from today. 10 minutes. I'm not asking you more. Give me 10 minutes and I'll give you 40 years of your life. Because wherever you go into a park or a jogging park, you will see only old people who are jogging, because the doctor has given dictum. आता तुम्ही चालला नाही तर आता तुम्हाला वरचं ticket. So, but imagine investing at a younger age. See, now if you are investing 10 minutes, that is going to be like a mutual fund. So it's not only exercise, even money. Suppose you start putting your money in mutual fund today, it is going to be additional by the time you become of my age. You need not earn, you need not work for money. Yes? So 2 promises I want. One is weekly 100 rupees you are going to put in mutual fund. Yes, weekly 100 rupees, not much. Even if you do some work for me on internet, I will pay you 100 rupees weekly. Anybody, you can earn money from different ways. Yes, and 10 minutes of walking. You're going to do that. So exercise is a must, because the way you begin your day is going to create your life. This is a wonderful book again, where he says, wolf, that is, wake up early, take oxygen, expose yourself to sunlight, and take good food. Next slide. I'm going to tell you the most beautiful secret which all the film stars do. This is a secret recipe drink. You have to take gooseberry, avla, you have to take palak, you have to take pudina, you have to take carrot, you have to take beetroot. These are the 5 ingredients. Make a cup of juice of it and just drink it. This is the richest antioxidant, giving you everything for a day. You have B complex, you have vitamin C, you've got copper, you've got iron, you have got zinc, you have got selenium, your hairs are going to be good, your skin is going to be good, your dark circles are going to vanish away. So once you reach back home, probably you can do that. Or even now, you can always plan to do it by eating it, because you don't have mixer. Carrots, these are all going to cost hardly 20 rupees. So investing on your health, 20 rupees is not a big amount, rather than a pizza, which is going to be cheesy, which is going to create a cholesterol habit. Next, sleep. How many hours do you sleep? There's a recent study where it says 40% of doctors don't sleep 7 hours in a day. We lost a wonderful cardiothoracic surgeon recently, isn't it, from Gujarat? Because he's so stressed out, because body has a rhythm. You need waking hours, you need sleeping hours, you need to sleep peacefully. So only when you sleep peacefully, then your day is going to be beautiful. So how many of you think that sleep is worthwhile or not worthwhile? Is it worthwhile or it is not worthwhile? Sleep is waste of time. How many people think sleep is a waste of time? No? None of you all? Sleep is good?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. So, sleep is primarily divided into parts. The time you're watching your mobile between 9 to 12, that is actually a mailbox. You know, when the whole information of your day gets segregated into parts, like my dermatology treatment, my teaching, my exercise, my finance, everything goes into a right file and folder. So that is the first part of your sleep. That's called the deep sleep. Light sleep is where anything that is junk, it is deleted from that file. So what is not necessary, you will delete it. Somebody has shouted on you, somebody has gone negative comments, so you just delete it. Or whatever is useless, you remove it. That's a light sleep. Third is REM sleep, where rapid eye movement is happening. That is the time you have a bizarre connection. The connection goes anyways. And that's how you come up with an innovative idea. एक idea जो बदल दे दुनिया. And that's the best part of the sleep, where you come up with some innovative idea in your own medical field as well. Next slide. How many of you all love the skin you are? I love my skin. When it was half white and half black, people said, how can she be called as a cosmetic dermatologist standing in the World Congress Forum, having half grey and half, black? She can't even color her hair. My God, she looks so yuck. I enjoyed the comments. I enjoyed those comments. I turned and told them, wait and watch. अभी तो ट्रेलर है, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है. So that kind of inner confidence many people don't have. I see many women telling me, Smita, we want to, look grey like you. But then after 2 months, I don't know, somebody comments, अरे कैसी लग रही है? And then they go, know one thing, you all are a masterpiece. Nobody like Gayatri Chakre, nobody like, Maskesar, nobody like you all. You all are the masterpiece, and when you start thinking that way, you present that way to the world. No comments will ever hamper your inner beauty or will ever hamper your confidence. You all said, no, beauty is confidence. But if you are confident inside the way you are, you present it that way. Next slide. Yes. As you can see, what I learned giving 1.5 lakh was, look into the mirror every day and say, I love you, Smita. This is what I say. I really get the best possible, tone. I love you, Smita. So say that to yourself every day. And this is an exercise given to us, like how do you do japa, 108 times. Sit to the mirror and do that. When I was doing my first exercise, there was a small child sitting beside me and she was wondering what this girl is doing. Then I was young and she said, this lady is talking to herself, she's mad probably, she needs to go to a psychiatrist. So this is what was the exercise taught to me. But now, whenever I see a mirror, I cross by a mirror, I say I love myself, I'm beautiful, I'm magnificent, I'm great. And that's how I receive more compliments every day for myself. The last topmost paper is a crushed paper. Can you tell me what it signifies? Wrinkles? What does it signify? We all go through that every day. Every day we go through. Somebody comes with a bike. Somebody comes, hits your bike from behind. Or your maid doesn't turn up. Your child throws. Anger. All of us are going through anger. Yes. What do we do? अरे यार हम लोग डॉक्टर हैं, हम कभी एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर सकते. सही नहीं है. We are not supposed to express anger. This is what's been taught to us. Yes, this has been taught to us from our childhood. But let me tell you, this has to be expressed. Because if you keep on holding anger, you become a personality who's an angry personality, like a terrorist. So how do we shed our anger? Take a paper, crush it, tear it, throw it. 1. Second, go to the bathroom when you are shitting. Shout on top of your voice and give all the possible abusive language and get it out of it. Whomever you are angry on, just take their name and just say, shit, let it go away from our life. And say goodbye to it. Shit it away. You may be angry with your child, you may be angry with your mother, you may be angry with your wife, you may be angry with your colleague. This is bound to happen day in and day out, and we need to really flush it. Because you need to keep our system clean. The more it goes away, the more you feel nice. You know, when you shout at somebody, you feel nice, no? I feel nice. But then that can tarnish the whole relationship. So it's better if you can express in some way. Or the best way is to go for a jog. So you can take whichever method you want. Recently I attended a workshop. I attend these workshops once in a year. Recently again I attended this workshop. I paid 8,000 rupees for a 2-day workshop and I hit a pillow and I came back. Because these are the things which we never express, and believe me, this is the one which is going to make you feel lighter and lovelier and beautiful. Because the anger is done. You're done with it. You say, no, I'm done with it. Now I have no emotions against you. And you feel nice. So make a habit to punch your pillow, but see to it that the voice doesn't go outside your room. Have 2 journals in your room, simple books. One is called as a dream journal or a gratitude journal. Just write down your dreams. I do write my dreams. As I told you, one of the dream of mine was to go in a hot air balloon, and I did this in Dubai last time. So that was my dream which I had told to my students 4 years back. If you ask my old MBBS students, I told them that dream and that is fulfilled. So it's done. Now my next dream is coming up is to give a talk on TED Talk. So that's my next dream. Or work on a ramp show, do modeling. Or become a judge for a fashion show. So these are my dreams. The dreams keep us going, at any age also. When you have dreams, you want to do something. Otherwise, at my age, if you see many of my friends, they say, "Atta काय करायचंय, सगळं संपलंय." माझं काही संपलं नाही अजून. There are many things I still want to do in my life. So dreams keep on going, it helps you to keep going. That's the beauty of dreams. Next slide. So, this is a beautiful technique called as Ho'oponopono technique. There are 4 sentences, and this is actually a scientific story done in a prison by a psychiatrist. He never met any of these patients. These patients were very difficult to treat. They were angry, they were schizophrenic, they used to hate, they used to pray. So he simply used to take each patient's paper, his photograph, and he used to say, "I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you." So this is the best way to clean our soul. See, every day we do some mistake, but we never go and tell them that I'm sorry. So simply in your heart you say, "I'm sorry, forgive me." Forgiveness is going to release all the burdens in your life. Thank you is going to feel you happy, and I love you is the highest vibration in this universe. The moment you say love, you'll smile. Whenever somebody crosses me in that Panjrapot Chowk when I'm driving on my bike, somebody crosses me, I've made a habit to use the word darling. Whenever you say darling, you'll never get angry. So these are some of my inculcated habits. Instead of shouting at them, darling, the moment I say darling, my brain will think in the other way. It will never get angry. So my anger is going to age me, not that person. Isn't it? Aging process is going to fasten. If I am going to get angry, I'll get frown lines, I'll get crow's feet, I will get all my forehead lines more prominent. So I don't want to age because of somebody else's mistake. So this is a habit I have inculcated. And whenever I see yellow flowers, in Cholapur, you'd hardly see greenery, but still you see yellow and green, everywhere on the road. These are those forest plantation. And I make it a habit, say, wow, it's so beautiful, I like it, I love it. So these are some habits which are put into my brain. No sooner, see, normally when you drive a car, first you put first, second, third, isn't it? Now when you keep doing it again, just automatically your brain is doing that. So when automatically somebody hits my bike, I say darling. It is just happening automatically. But then my brain is tuned to that. So tune your brain with these things. So make a habit to say, when you just before going to sleep, say, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. Yes? Please say it with me. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
Sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
That's beautiful. Next. She's my teacher, whom I fell in love with, and see, my hairs have grown grey. Because I really loved her. She looked so beautiful, I used to think. So whatever I was affirming constantly happened to me in my body. And I started having my grey hair much earlier. So The greatest source of happiness is to be grateful every time. That's what Zig Ziglar says. Next slide. This is my book trunk. I don't have television in my house. I either listen to music or I read books. These are two recreation, or I walk or I dance. I sing also. So this is what you have to do. Mahatma Gandhi said, whatever you think, that becomes your word. Whatever your word, that becomes your action. Whatever is your action becomes your habit. Your habit creates your destiny. So vichara badla, nasheeb badle. I started there, and this is how I changed my destiny. Even you can do it. So use powerful words. When you open your mouth, you should have beautiful adjectives. Love, happiness, joy, peace, fun, adventure, dance, sing. All these kinds of words should be there in your brain. Not disease, tuberculosis, all those kind of, because we doctors often, we are so lost into the disease. A psychiatrist will be lost in schizophrenia, depression. A dermatologist will be lost into syphilis, leprosy. Or a surgeon will be lost into appendicitis, laparotomy. Or a gynecologist will be lost into PIH. All these words are there. If somebody will dissect our brain, we will see these are the words which are in our brain. But what can you do? How can you change the scenario? You have to keep yourself focused at some particular word and keep doing your work. So you are doing your work, but at the same time your mind is at some other place. So many a times if you come to ask in OPD, there is music going on in the background. So this is how we focus our work. Next slide. These are my icons. So whom are you staying with? What are you reading is going to decide your destiny. Which group of people are you with? They will, because this is the conversation happening. Normally if you go to any money millionaire club class, or if you go billionaire class, or you go to scholars class, there are a bunch of people who are brought together and one of us can join there. So even our brain starts thinking in that way. Now Pandhariji Vari Sandhya. See, many people are not used to walking at all, but still they walk for so much distance because that is the group psychology. So please stay with right kind of friends who will motivate you, who will take you to next level. Or at least read one page in a day. Make a habit to read one page. If you don't have books, just go to YouTube, go to Udan channel, go to any channel. There are so many wonderful book summaries. Just listen to them. And your life would change. Because books can change your life. Knowledge can change your life. So work on your mind as well. Next slide. Sorry, previous slide. Okay, these are my icons. Rekha Weiss, she's my icon because she wears best possible sarees and I love to dress up like her. Sindhutai Sapkar, a lady was crushed, came out beautifully. Mahatma Gandhi, tirist with truth, which my grey hair is speaking. Mother Teresa, she said, you never know how God comes, He comes in disguises. So whenever I'm working with any femfigures patients, I think God is coming in a disguise and getting work done from me. That's how I start looking that way, that I'm serving the God. I'm not serving the patient, I'm serving the God. And that's how my mind level starts thinking in a different way. And Muhi, as I said, Wayne Dyer, if he was alive, he would be my boyfriend because he writes fabulous books, but he's no more alive. Maybe next life. Next slide. Last comes the soul. So each one sitting in this hall is in a particular soul. If you are an infant soul, you are trying to experience life. If you are a baby, you are a disciplined person. If you are young, you want name, fame, money. If you are mature, you ask, why am I born? If you are old, you start giving. So this is the level of our soul. Each one is in a different level. Somebody has to take another 10 lives to reach that. Somebody is already in this life. So this is the level of our soul, which is called soul care. Next slide. So how to change the vibration that you look beautiful or you attract everything in life. You want Mercedes-Benz, you want best wife, you want best practice, you want best profession, you want everything best in your life. How to attract this? This is to create an aura around you. How to create that? Having all these qualities: faith, love, joy, giving, gratitude. So if you create these characters in you, you will attract such events in your life. So So this is the event which is attracted to me, isn't it? Which event came to me? I am trying to speak about my own vision beauty to my hundreds of students, and that's how I am lighting 100 lamps. Tomorrow these 100 lamps are going to ignite another 1,000 lamps, isn't it? Yes? So what are you going to say? Thank you. Thank you for this most wonderful, marvelous gift I have. Make it a habit. And this is how I would like to thank Arogya Nagari, all you students for patiently listening to me. Next slide. So, what is my mission? Why am I born here on this universe? What is the purpose of my life? What am I supposed to do in my next 50 years of my game plan of my life? One is, I'm working on a disease called as pemphigus vulgaris, where people don't have skin. This is one world where people don't have skin at all, and the other world is cosmetic dermatology. Even a single pimple, can irritate a lady. So two contrast worlds I'm living in. But then it is beautiful world to heal somebody. So I have presented around 82 cases on YouTube that is called as a makeover journey of pemphigus vulgaris. And I also have my own website called as www.pemphigusvulgaris.in. This is the first website apart from Buller's Dermatology Society all over the world. My website stands second in the world. I have patients coming all over India. Every day I have inquiries for it. I do online consultation to patients from Australia, from Nigeria, to Mauritius, to all possible countries. So sitting in a small place like Sholapur, if I can do it, you too can do it. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
You stay anywhere, you can achieve your dreams. Because here, you are serving people, and once you start serving, people will come to take their service. But you should know what is that you are offering. Primarily, we are not clear what is that I want to give. Make it very clear. That is called as creating a niche. N-I-C-H-E. What is your niche? So my niche is pemphigus vulgaris makeover journey. That's one niche. Second is I conduct motivational classes, enrich life. As you are seeing the present OT in OPD building, isn't it? That was a dirty room, waste room. And I started dreaming that I want to create a classical, beautiful OT like my private clinic and give the best possible services. Whether I'm there or not there, it doesn't matter, but I want to create that space. And that's how, in the beginning, we raised around 3.5 lakh fund. And then later, again, the funding is pouring in. Recently, we got a phototherapy machine costing more than 1 lakh. So, whatever extra income comes, this will be dedicated to this particular razor room in Dr. V.M. Government Medical College. So, even if I am not there, the work is going on. So, that is a mission. It is more greater than what I am. I am a small creature. But the vision is much bigger. The vision is to serve people. The vision that people should look beautiful. There will be many people who will be coming into that college, isn't it? Now Gaddam sir is there, then Prasad will be there. Tomorrow I may retire, tomorrow I may die. But there will be the next person who is taking over that place. And the work will continue. So whether you are there or not, the work continues, and that speaks volumes of your own karma, what you have deposited. So that makes your life more purposeful. And the third, previous slide. As I told, I am on this Mission Beauty Sundar Monarats. I want videos from all you students as to what beauty means to you. See, normally it has been put into our mind by the film, by the magazine, or by the television, or by the social media, that if you're thin, you're beautiful. If you have black hair, you're beautiful. If you have straight, sharp nose, you're beautiful. If you have fair color, then you're beautiful. But is it true? I don't think beauty can be put into a particular frame. Beauty is beyond it. So I want your own views, what beauty means to you. Till now we have uploaded around 100 videos and I want to reach 5,000 videos. Are you going to help me?
Yes, ma'am.
You boys can do it. It's not necessary that only girls should do it. Yes? And yes, I'm also a YouTuber. So please subscribe to my channel and motivate me the next life. That's my dream. And say, when I take this wish, you all are going to say Tathastu. I am on the TED Talk.
Tathastu.
Thank you. Next slide. Because God always listens when you ask for somebody else. So make a habit that you can make a group of friends, make one person sit inside, ask them to tell their dream and all of you all say Tathastu. So in this way you're not asking for yourself, you are asking for somebody else and everybody is getting their dreams come true because God is always in favor of doing something, giving something just like a tree. So once I'm gone, where do I go? I go to this called as Great Hall. I will rest for some time. Once I'm dead, my body is gone, my soul is there. I rest. I will review what correct, what wrong I did in my life as Dr. Smita Chakote. And then again I will take my next life to correct all those mistakes. That's why many a times when patients are giving me extra money, I say don't give me because again next life I have to come and pay you back. I never sign a package treatment to anybody. You come, you take a treatment, give this money and go back. I don't want anything extra for anybody because I have reached a stage of giving rather than taking. Because I don't want to be reborn, I want moksha. So I surrender all my work, all that I do to my Lord, and it's not me, it is He who is getting done. Whether it is a lecture, whether it is treating, whether it is doing anything in my life, it is my God who is getting it done for me. Thank you so much. Love you all.